Good day everyone. So my name is Rena G. Peliren, and for today's video, we will talk about the processes of science. And one of it is the basic processes of science, which includes the observing, measuring, classifying, inferring, predicting, and communicating. So the first is observation. So this is the most basic skill in science. Observations are made by using the five senses. Good observations are essential in learning the other science process skills. For example, process interacts the five senses. So for example of it is describing a pencil as yellow. Okay, so second is the inferring. Inferring is an explanation based on an observation. It is a link between what is observed and what is already known. So, for example, the learner will write a conclusion at the end of each investigation. Third is a measuring. Measuring is important in collecting, comparing, and interpreting data. It helps us classify and communicate with others. The metric system should be used to help understand the scientific world. For example, the learner will find the mass of different liquids that have the same volume. So, fourth is the communicating. Communicating is important to be able to share our experiences. This can be done with graphs, diagrams, maps, and spoken word. For example, the learner will create a line graph showing the relationships between speed and the mass of a marble. So, the sixth one is classifying. Classifying is after making observations, it is important to notice similarities, differences, and group objects according to a purpose. It is important to create order to help comprehend the number of objects, events, and living things in the world. For example, the learner will use a magnet to classify objects as magnetic or non-magnetic. Six is the predicting. So, predicting, what do you think will happen? It is an educated guess based on good observations and inferences about an observed event or prior knowledge. For example, the learner will predict what is a box based on observations using the sense of touch. So, these are the six basic processes of science. So, our reasonable conclusion for this is the basic processes of science is very important abilities that students have in supporting the implementation of science learning, because these skills not only provide provisions for students to handle problems of daily life but also help improve student learning outcomes. That's all, and thank you.